Hi everyone, this is Jacqueline T.D. Huynh, and welcome to my 28th day Facebook Live. Today I'm going to talk about why your teenager is more reckless, irrational, and probably irritable in behavior, right? Before I get there, I want to introduce myself. I'm the owner of Integrative Minds. We help people become the leader that others want to follow, their family members, their associates, their friends, their business partners. So I love helping my clients create a family of their dreams, and we have a lot of fun in the process. So let's get into your teen, or if you don't have a teen, maybe you should tune in anyways, because your children will be there soon enough. So let's talk with the prefrontal cortex. Did you know that the prefrontal cortex is actually the last to mature in the brain? It doesn't even mature until around the age of 25. I think from what I hear, the girl's brain actually will mature a little faster around 24, but let's just use 25 as a easy number. And this part of the brain is the prefrontal cortex. It involves the control of emotions, logic, reason, decision making, and problem solving. So this is why your teenager and young adults tend to be more reckless, irrational, and irritable in behavior. It's not operating at 100% optimal. And so you might feel like 1 minute you have a teen and 1 minute you might have a 2-year-old. But you know, I had told you a couple days earlier that I want to get into big picture these last few days because I've been giving a lot of tips just on specific things. So let's go back before the teen, right? Because I study a sociologist named Morris Massey, and according to him, there's 3 major periods in our life where we develop what's important to us, right? Because our teens are making decisions based on what's important to them. So let me go over the 3 major periods in our children's lives, and pretty much in our life, because you can probably relate. So up to the age of 7, this period is considered the imprint years. And what does this mean? This means that your child's brain is like a sponge. Everything that your child... Hi, Raphael. I'm sure you will understand this, what I'm talking about today. So up to the age of 7 is considered the imprint year. So your child's brain is like a sponge. Everything he or she experiences, especially emotionally, tends to go straight into their subconscious mind, and they accept as true, especially when it comes to the parent. So this is a really crucial period because it could be a period of confusion and blind belief, and it can lead to the early formation of trauma and other deep problems, right? Because as you know, when people go see a therapist or any kind of a coach or someone to help them, it's probably something that happened before the age of 7, something their parents did, and it might be something very insignificant. I had a client where, her dad said that she looked fat in a dress she was wearing, and she must have been 6. And, as an adult, we know if someone said that to us, they don't mean we're fat. But as a child, it imprinted that there was something wrong with them, and that's the deep-rooted problem. It's not the statement. It's telling your child that there's something not good enough about them, whether their body isn't good enough, their mind isn't good enough. So think of yourself as parents as really the hypnotists. So what you say to your children, including messages you send through your behaviors and your what you do, right, and what you say, it's like you're implanting post-hypnotic suggestions into their mind that's going to stay with them for the rest of their lives. So whether you say something in a positive or negative, it's going to stay there. So the next phase, period, that Massey talks about is the age between 8 and 13. And this is the modeling period. This is where our children are copying us as parents and others. They're trying on clothes, they're repeating everything we're saying, and they want to know how we feel. You know, they're asking lots of why questions. And so they're just trying it on to see how it feels. And then we get to the teenage years, right? The age between 13 and 21. This is what Massey calls as the socialization period. So this is the period where our teens are developing their own individuality and uniqueness, and they're looking for ways to get away from all that earlier programming, which is maybe why they're seeking new friends and new experiences. So this is also a crucial period because this is where our children are largely influenced by their peers and their medias, because that's who they're looking for, to see who resonates with their values. And so they tend to go towards peer groups that resonate with their value. And so this is where they develop relationships and social values. And core values is the key to all of this. So why am I telling you all this? Because if you understand your children's developmental stages from birth until they're 21, you're going to be able to guide their values, which means that you're going to be able to help influence what they choose, who they're friends with. You're going to be able to relate to them if you understand how they develop. You're able to see the value and importance of each different stage because, right, every stage has its importance and values. And then, guess what? You get to enjoy each experience for what each of those stages has to offer. And then this is what I think, because I think as parents to a teenager and a preteen, we're stressed out a lot. And when you understand these stages of development, you're going to be able to relieve your stress because you're not expecting something unreasonable from them. You can understand why they do what they do and say what they say or not do, right? And then you're going to be able to discover which attitudes and behaviors are normal. Of course, I'm sure you get a little stress, I do, but it'll help then relieve some of that. And Raphael, I'm glad you agreed. This is true. It resonates. And so as parents, especially in the teenage years, I encourage you to really go on the internet, get books, and learn how your teens' brains, how your younger children's brain are developing and their bodies developing. So then you as a parent can really guide them. And when they're looking up to you and you're matching their values, you can definitely be able to be a huge influence in their lives. So thank you for tuning in for the 28th day. I hope that you got some amazing aha moments in these last 28 days. You can email me at info@integrativeminds.com. My email is in the notes. Please share the videos to get more people to understand how to create a harmonious family. And tune in to our weekly radio show. Our new show just aired at noon today, Wednesday, and there's a new one that airs every Wednesday at parentpumpradio.com. And you can also go back and listen to all the amazing guests that we've had in the past in the archive section. So thank you so much. I appreciate you tuning in, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a good day, Raphael.